What's up, guys? So this is my second time filming this video because I kind of went on a tangent, kind of went on a rant. So first of all, I just want to explain that I haven't been posting on YouTube just because I haven't had time to like edit videos. I'm not that good of an editor, so it takes me like probably like an hour or two to edit these little videos together. But yeah, I've just been super busy with different projects that I'm trying to work on. Just trying to build some passive income and all that kind of stuff. So I've been super busy with that. I've still been trading 3 days a week because my account is below PDT right now. I'm taking this as an opportunity with the whole market being crazy to as an opportunity to fucking
fucking, damn, him, fucking.
to focus on the focus what to focus on the quality of my trades. So that's really been my main focus this last month. Obviously during the coronavirus, I took a huge hit. I ended up losing like I want to say about 20 grand within like a week or two, just because I expected the market to go down and it ended up pushing up. The Fed with their money printer and all that. So yeah, so I decided to try to grow my account from 5,000 to 25,000. So this month in May, I set a goal to double it, and I'm pretty close right now. I have one more day. I truly believe I'm gonna hit it tomorrow. We're gonna see. Just gotta be really patient tomorrow. Okay, so today I ended up making 750 on the day. I think it was about 15%. My daily goal is 10%, minimum of 10%. So I ended up making 15% today. You can see my buy and sells here. So 25 contracts, 322.5 strike price. Calls on Apple at $2 and ended up selling at 230. So let's get into my trade here real quick. So I started trading around 11. I've been trading a little later just because I want to give the market some time to settle down and form some sort of direction, right? So yeah, I got in on this trade at 11:17, right? Yeah, 11:17. That's when I bought in, and the reason that I bought in was because I saw that Apple had just peaked out at this 323.50 area, right? You can see that it's going to begin to act as a resistance here because of a Tuesday pre-market right here. It was a pretty strong support, and it ended up peaking out today. So I saw that as an opportunity. Well, not yet. Hold up. Back up a little bit. So we saw that it peaked out, right? But still on the day, the market has been trending up really aggressively. And as you have been able to tell, negative news does not affect the market that much anymore. It's like this fight between fucking Powell and the fucking bears. So yeah, I saw that the market was still trending up really aggressively, and I saw that it began to kind of bottom out here. And when I got in was when it broke above this 322.20 area again, right? So that's when I decided to get in. It broke above, and then it kind of held for a second. That's when I got in. I kind of got in at like the mid price, to be honest. Oh man, I could have made a fucking killing today. I could have made $2,000 if it wasn't for the depreciation. But we'll get into that in just a second. Um, so yeah, I ended up getting in. I tried to sell at the peak right here, but my order didn't get filled. Ended up selling off and tried to sell again here for even less of a profit. Didn't get filled again. Yeah, so the market kept selling off. But the reason that I didn't want to cut my losses or take losses at that point was because look at this area right here, right? This like 322 area was beginning to act as a general support area, right? It had touched it here. It had tried to break it again, but it reversed. And yes, it was trending down on the day, but I mean that's just kind of the risk you got to take, right? I noticed that it was sort of forming a squeeze right here as well, right? You can see that. Here, let me draw this a little bit better. You can see right here after it peaked, it was beginning to form a squeeze, right? Look at that. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I kept holding as well, is because it wasn't breaking lower lows. It was breaking lower highs, and I mean, technically speaking, like maybe yeah, I should have cut my losses, but you got to take some fucking risk in order to make some money. I saw this break below. It broke for a second on the new low here below this 321. What was it? 321.80, I think. It broke below for a second, and that's when I was about to send my order to cut losses. But literally seconds later, it just kind of pushed up again, and this is where I was like, okay, it forming a squeeze. It's gonna keep pushing up. So it kept pushing up. I thought about selling up here. At this point, my contracts were really depreciated. They were like 5% depreciated. Okay, so after it pushed up again, I was thinking about selling right here, but I thought to myself, it hasn't broken a lower low. The SPY is running up with it, right? Look here, let me show you. Let me pull up the SPY real quick. The SPY sold off pretty aggressively, but then ended up recovering, and it was still trending up. So right here, you can see that SPY bottomed out right around this 305.50 area. And this 305.50 area was a pre-market high, early day high, ended up breaking. So you can see that this is gonna start to act as a support right here, right? Look at this general area, right? And so obviously I'm keeping a super close eye to make sure that if this shit falls, and then I gotta cut my losses. Man, see, this shit just all makes sense in my head, and it's hard for me to explain what I'm thinking, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just like it all just clicks in my head, and it's just really hard for me to translate it into words. But so yeah, this shit ended up pushing up, and the reason that I didn't sell is because yeah. So okay, yeah. So that's what I was talking about. So the SPY was pushing up as well, right? And I noticed that it just had a super aggressive push up, and I've seen this pattern again before, right? Technically be considered a flag right here, right? So pushes up super aggressively, then slows down a little bit, tries to trap the sellers, and I had full confidence that this was gonna break above, and if it broke, then I could pick up a couple extra $100, right? So I decided to be patient and wait. Okay, so the reason that I didn't sell up here was because Apple was beginning to form somewhat of a flag right here, right? So it's trying to trap all the sellers in here, and then boom, right? And that's what I was expecting Apple to do. And if not, it's never a for sure thing. So that's why you always got to be careful and cut your fucking losses. But I was willing to take that risk. At this point, I was at my daily goal, but if it were to break that, I would make a couple extra $100. So I decided to wait for that break, right, and try to sell around the high of day. So that's exactly what I did. I waited for it. I was patient, and Apple ended up pushing up, broke above, and about 2 or 3 minutes later, I ended up selling right around the peak. Not really. I could have made it. I could have made like an extra $300 if I would have really sold at the peak. But play conservative, take your profits. So yeah, that's where I ended up selling right up here. Makes sense to sell, right? Peaked out on the day. This is gonna start acting as a resistance right here. If it breaks this, and yeah, of course, it could keep pushing up. But you gotta look at the patterns, and you gotta understand that patterns tend to repeat themselves. And that's literally all I've been trading based on. I don't usually ever use RSI or the MACD, but I just have it there just in case. VWAP I do use a lot, but I only use the middle VWAP. I can get into that way later. But yeah, just based off of the patterns, I was able to take a decent trade. If I were to buy a little lower, probably would have been way better to buy the low 322s, sell 323. I could have made 3 grand, right? But anyways, whatever. Still a green day. One thing I do want to talk about though is that technically this trade should have ended up being like a $2,000 trade. So you see how fucking Apple moves so much, but my contracts were actually depreciated. Pull up my contract. That's why you got to be careful with options though too. By 322.5. It's because of the depreciation. If you hold too long and the volume drops, then you get fucked. So this is my option contract, right? This is the chart right here. I want to show you guys this real quick. So I ended up buying around $2 right here. I was down a lot. Wow, I was down a lot. Okay, but okay. See, I mean, look at this, right? If I would have bought it just a little lower, like 190, 180, just ended up selling at 230. Look at that, 30%. That's $1,500. So from the price that I bought at, this shit should have tapped like 50, 55, around there. That would have been, 30%, $1,500, right? But the depreciation hit me, because look at where Apple peaked out right here. Look at where the contract peaked out right here, right at 1040, 1050, 1048, whatever. This is where Apple peaked out as well, right? This the price of the contract peaked out at 260s, right? I bought in at $2, and I sold literally right around that peak area. So I should have ended up making just about $2,000, right? Look at this. It depreciated so much, and that's what really kind of just, yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much the recap of my trade. Bought low, sold high. Could have bought lower. Definitely done way better. If I would have bought down over here, that would have been 40% trade instead of just a 15% trade. Gotta try to be a little more patient. It's one of the things I've been working on a lot this month too. Just being patient. I just realized my mouth was hella far away from the mic, so hopefully you could hear that. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the recap of this video. I hope I explained everything well. Like I said, like it's hard for me to translate my thoughts into words. So, if I didn't do a good job explaining, then let me know. I can clarify any further questions or anything like that. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.